Hundreds of surfers from around the world flock to the North Shore of Hawaii each winter to ride the world's most challenging waves. Although recent years have fallen short of being classified as epic winters for surf, the winter of '91-92 was a total different story. Once a young grommet nurtured in the small surf of Cocoa Beach, Florida, Kelly Slater has matured into a world-class pro surfer. Even through his early years, Kelly possessed a strong sense of determination by spending countless hours in the surf, both competing and free surfing. This, along with his extreme natural ability, has contributed to the development of a surfer that is so dynamic that he has become the focus of the entire surfing world. One of the North Shore's heaviest waves breaks over a quarter of a mile out to sea. Known for its long, fast drops, carvable shoulders, and inside bowling sections, Sunset has been a setting stage for such notable surfers such as Richard Smith, Ken Bradshaw, and Gary Elkerton. As with any well-known surf break, Sunset is known to pack a crowd. As you'll see here, accidents do happen on the North Shore. Would you pay 50% off on this used board? Rocky Point is more of a hot dog type wave than any other break along the stretch between Sunset and Pipe. Best between 3 to 6 foot range, Rocky Point is known as the fun zone.
You are so simple, so patient and kind. Grown to love you, please take this heart of mine. I don't care what people are thinking. No, this is how it's gonna be. I'm gonna be with you forever. You're so simple and free, just what I need. La-di-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da-da. So many people can't seem to work it out. Even though the love is there, they search for their own peace. You are so simple, so patient and kind.
Outside of Slater in Holland, one of the best East Coast performances on the North Shore this winter was by Daytona Beach's Dwayne Mackey. Mackey has spent the last several years traveling the world surfing Indonesia, Western Africa, and the Caribbean, and is certainly no stranger to the power of the North Shore. His long and lanky physique gives way to an explosive style that is the main ingredient to his Mac Attack approach to surfing.
Hey guys, it's Curren. Hanging out here on the North Shore. My name is Dwayne Mackey, and give you a little overview of my club.
During the winter of 91 and 92, the infamous pipeline won honors for consistently going off the Richter. For days on end, the pipe was the showcase arena for many of the world's top pros, and at times, getting as good as it ever gets.
Just my charm, stories I heard, I found they were true. When I really took a look at you. You took my mind and unlocked the door. You showed me things I never seen before. All the things that I couldn't say. They look very strange to me. Saw a cold and stranger on the wall. I realized I had begun to fall. Took away my sanity, locked it up and threw away the key. I thought I had a little fun. All it took was a slip of the tongue when you opened my ears, when you opened my eyes. You gave me a big surprise. And you gave me what a raw night. You didn't open my ears, you didn't open my eyes. Close my mind and you blinded me, and I don't think that I will ever see. I saw a golden stranger on the wall. I realized I had begun to fall. Saw a golden stranger on the wall. Realized I had begun to fall. Had begun to fall. I had begun to fall. I had begun to fall. I have 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 begun to fall.
What will it take for you to break? The love I give is surely nothing. It's too late to turn back. Some mistakes, apologies, forget a one without. Hey, maybe you.
Last year I was pretty happy with my finish, considering I was out after Australia. I was out with a shoulder injury for 2.5 months, and I wasn't in real good shape. And when I came back in and I got it together, I got a couple good finishes. Not anything really high at the finals and our first, but just some good, solid, consistent finishes that brought me up and gave me a good chance in Hawaii. And then I had a couple alright finishes in Hawaii and finished it off at 8th, so I was real happy. It was my highest place in there. I just dropped in on it and kind of backed off on the outside, and then I misjudged it on the side, and I was a bit late coming off the bottom, and the lip just caught me and landed right on my front knee and tore my medial collateral ligaments on my knee, and I was out for two months. This next wave probably it was pretty funny because I mean my knee hurt really bad and stuff. And the next wave after I injured my knee, and I was trying to keep all the weight on my back foot. In the last second, I had to try to lean all I could on it. It's pretty hard. You don't really remember the waves. You just remember doing it.
surfers are well aware that weather patterns are responsible for creating surf that either make or break a memorable North Shore winter. Unfortunately, these uncontrollable elements of nature are not easily predicted. One thing we can be assured of, though, is that the surfers from all corners of the earth will always be returning each winter to this rather small stretch of beach along the North Shore of Oahu to confront the ultimate challenge in surfing. Due to its close proximity to the warm Gulf Stream, the water in South Florida is not only the most colorful on the entire East Coast, but rarely drops below 70 degrees. Unfortunately, the Bahama Island chains block off most of South Florida from the east and south swells. It's during the winter months that cold fronts push heavy north swells into the window and the surf lights turn on. In fact, it's not unusual during this time of the year for north swells to pass by North and Central Florida and make solid contact with breaks along Palm Beach, Lake Worth, Boynton, Delray, Boca, Deerfield, and South Beach, Miami. Crowds at Reef Road can oftentimes get quite hectic, but that doesn't stop locals like Peter Mendia from catching his share of waves. On the north side of Palm Beach Inlet is Pump House. When the surf is absolutely pumping, an Ala Moana type left breaks into the North Jetty, in plain view of those sitting in the lineup to the south of Reef Road.
Wintertime in South Florida is normally the best time of year, and we get low pressures that produce good swells. It's mainly left-hand breaks. We got piers and jetties and inlets. Hardly any, occasionally we wear wetsuits when it gets a little cold, and the crowds are a little thinner because of that, and it's just good waves, best time of year. You start going in towards spring, you still have the north swells and the lows, but it starts to dissipate a little bit, and you get some wind chop here and there. The waves are still pretty good, you know, and then summer comes around. Summer's hideous in South Florida. The Bahamas blocks everything off. We need some kind of hurricane or some kind of tropical depression to get any kind of waves in the summertime. Summertime, you just want to go somewhere else, basically.
The most notorious wave in South Florida is Reef Road. Undoubtedly, the road can handle the largest north swells in the state of Florida and has a distinct advantage of an inlet jetty that cuts down on the northern current and winds that frequently accompany the winter cold fronts. Sebastian Inlet has a distinct characteristic as being the home surfing grounds to some of the hottest surfers on the East Coast. When First Peak is firing, the action in the water goes ballistic. Born and raised in Brevard County waters, Matt Keckley holds the title as the best backhander at the inlet.
I think East Coasters have more enthusiasm than any surfers in the world. For instance, like here in Brevard County in Florida, when the swell comes up, the phone just rings off the hook, and guys are just amping. It's just like, you know, Curren and everybody just like falls around, and we like work like a network just to figure out where the best spot is. And 9 times out of 10, that's usually Sebastian Inlet, and we always usually end up going there. But just so high energy, incredible. And, we just push our surfing to the limit. It's a good spot. Without Sebastian Inlet, I couldn't live in Florida, honestly.
Every surfer has a particular swell that they remember for the rest of their life. If you hook up with an East Coaster that was around in the 70s, they might tell you about the entire month of November 1977. Ask someone about the 80s, and you'll probably hear about Gloria, Gabriel, Hugo, and at the end of the decade, Christmas Day swell of '89.
God up into righteousness. You are my God, surf energy is your energy. 'Cause you are my God, yes I need all of you. 'Cause you are my God, now I know what I must do. I give it to you. Give it to you. All of my life, heart and my soul, I give it to you. I give it to you. I give it to you. All of my life, heart and my soul, I give it to you. I give it to you.
Last time it was this big was Christmas 2 years ago, and I don't know, high tide's really gonna, you know, make it get really out of control. Describe it unless you surf. It's crazy out there, you know.
We're coming right up to high tide within the next 15 to 20 minutes. As you can see right now, the end of the pier, the pilings, everything are gone. There's a section of 15 to 20 feet that's completely wiped out. Right now it's building up. Within the next 15 minutes, if it stays like this, we'll be through it. If it gets worse than this, and then we'll have more problems.
Fascinating to see nature at work.
I was born here, been here all my life. I've seen hurricanes and it wasn't like this before.
This is exceptional. I mean, very extraordinary. It hasn't been like this in probably 7 or 10 years. I was down south a bit, and I just knew this pier was probably being blown away.
As the high tide hit at 3 o'clock, walls of water just like this continue to bombard Ocean Boulevard here on Palm Beach.
All of a sudden, we look out the window and we see a stream of water going by.
I live in this building here 22 years. I've never seen this before.
We were in the area looking for a report of a surfer being in trouble off the Palm Beach Inlet. When we got there, we realized that the call was a bogus call. There was nobody in any distress. And as we were getting ready to clear the call is when we saw this pilot boat having difficulty.
Now, had we got called out later, it would have been hard to spot them. They were in the whitewater. They were in the breakers, 12 to 15-foot waves.
Looked like 60 feet high to me. I just describe it like somebody threw me in a washing machine with a bunch of nuts and bolts and chairs and stuff. Oh, I'd never seen anything like it in my life. All the 20 years or 20-some years that I've been in the port of Palm Beach.
I fear that there's no way that we could have got at him without the hoist in place on the helicopter. I think that we'd have all four of us would have witnessed their deaths.
Just don't fool with Mother Nature, I guess.
The swell from the 90s that will live in infamy is certainly to be the Halloween swell of 91. We tracked down the #1 surf forecaster in the world, Vic Morris, from Surfline and Wave Trek, and asked him for the details of a storm that rock and rolled the East Coast.
Hi, I'm Vic Morris. I'm the Eastern meteorologist for Surfline. I'm looking at the weather data involved with the Halloween storm. What we have here on the computer screen are some of the buoy reports right about on the 29th and 30th of October when the storm was just about its maximum force. And one of the reports I'm looking at is a buoy that's about 120 miles east of Carroll, Florida, and it shows a wave period of 20 seconds. And that is the kind of thing you usually get out of a big swell in Waimea Bay on the North Shore. And I've only seen that kind of thing one other time in 5 years of forecasting for Surfline. This is the storm when it was about 250 miles or so from the Cape Cod, Massachusetts coast. The winds blowing around this thing were 70 to 80 miles an hour, covering several hundred miles of water. And that made a huge fetch that was pointed right at the coast of Carolinas, down to Florida, and all the way out there to Puerto Rico. And we got some of the biggest waves we've seen probably in 15 or 20 years here along the whole East Coast. Okay, this map shows the Halloween storm at the same time as on the satellite picture, and the isobars are packed together real close there, and that's what's causing the real high winds. Those flags on the map near the storm are the wind speeds and knots, and you're looking at speeds in there 60 to 70 knots, and that is just about hurricane force. And some of the ocean buoys off New England were showing waves 50, 60 feet. And there was an all-time record. A buoy south of Nova Scotia, Canada, had a wave of 101 feet. And that is the largest I've ever seen in 20 years of looking at Atlantic weather maps. The Halloween storm had one of the strangest life histories of any kind of weather system like it I've ever seen. It started as a batch of thunderstorms near Florida about the third week of October. Went off to the east and then southeast for several days, eventually turned into Hurricane Grace near the island of Bermuda. And at that point, it was already kicking up a nice groundswell along the Florida east coast. A lot of spots had waves about head high or a little bit more, and there's some nice waves all the way up into the Outer Banks. Then Grace made a real sharp turn to the east. Hurricane Grace merged with yet another storm that came in from the coast of Canada, and the two got together. It was a huge system, about 1,000 miles across, and it moved real slow. For over several days, it took a counterclockwise looping path out over the Gulf Stream, and that was in everybody's swell window, and that's why it went off so hard in so many spots.
I remember one time paddling next to Keck. We had to dive off our boards and go under. Usually you don't have to do that here in Florida. And I remember it dragging us underneath water for about 20, 25 yards. I've seen better days, but not bigger days. This day will live in infamy on the East Coast.
are the world to me, the world to see. Mother Ocean, you are my friend. You're a wild reef beneath the sea. Closer till the end, till we meet again.
The factory used the chemicals and